Well, welcome back, Christian Craig. We're seeing you at a race sooner than I thought, but for probably one of the coolest things any rider can experience in our sport. You've been selected to represent your country at the Motocross of Nations. You actually mentioned on the stage you were almost in last year, so I mean, as you get to, I don't know, for some guys it probably just feels like it may never happen, so congratulations first off.
For sure. I mean, yeah, this is an honor. This is it's going to be a crazy experience. It's something you go watch the previous years and you're like, okay, you know, like this is going to be wild. Fans are going to be nuts, but yeah, I mean, obviously I'm a veteran in the sport. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I was really close last year, but some politics got in the way. I was actually told I was one of the guys, and then next thing I know, I was off the list. But either way, the guys got it done and won, and we're going to be showing up there with 1, 2, 3. So big task ahead. It's obviously I've been off for a while since Easter. 3 surgeries, a lot of healing time, but one thing I never stopped doing was training. I always stayed on top of that. Was with the guys as much as possible, and yeah, I've been on the bike almost a little over a month now, and probably doing motos for 3 weeks now. So when I heard that they're, you know, pretty much 2 guys locked in, but there was still an open spot, I raised my hand, let some higher ups know that, you know, I would be ready and ready for that challenge if they needed me. And next thing I know, we're here. So yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, it's obviously there's a team. You know, this is kind of a team that got put together last minute, and a lot of people will say that there should be other guys on this team, but they didn't raise their hand. So we're here, and I think that's going to light a fire underneath me, and yeah, bring some motivation into this race.
I think at this point, Roger referenced the last time that I think per se we sent what most people consider a B team, and it actually was successful. It was 09. We sent Dungey for his first 450 race. Ivan Tedesco and Jake Weimer represented and did fantastic. I think one cool thing coming is we talk about more and more with Team USA is the difficulty of putting together a team also of guys that are cool on race day with each other. 3 of you all train together at Baker, so that's a huge positive already. I mean, you're all part of the KTM Husky Gas trio, but all you guys get to train together, so there isn't maybe that adjustment period as much. You guys have already pretty used to being in the same trucks together, being on the same tracks together, all that.
Yeah, I think the camaraderie is going to be pretty crazy and pretty good. Like you said, we all train together. We see each other every day. We know our weaknesses, our strengths, and I think that can, you know, play a factor in the race. So I'm excited. These are 2 guys that, like I said, I'm close with. I've known for a long time. RJ's obviously going to give it his all, and you know what AP's capable of. So yeah, this is exciting times. I think I plan on bringing everyone along. You know, it's not just my family and my close friends, but I want every supporter to come along, and I plan on showing the ins and outs of this event and the roller coaster it does bring, you know, good or bad. So I'm going to enjoy it, and yeah, it's going to be an experience that I couldn't pass up, and I'm looking forward to it.
So you'll be in the open category. We used to call it MX3. Have you kind of looked down the list of the guy? Like I said, it kind of works out where you race, of course, everybody at least once. But your category specifically, it's kind of like you head-to-head against guys you have to race twice. Have you looked down that list yet to kind of see who you're up against directly?
I haven't, but I watch MXGP every weekend. I know the heavy hitters. I know the guys that you need to watch for and who are favored to win it. So the good thing is not a lot of people know what I'm capable of as of lately. Last time they saw me was in Supercross, so yeah, I think I got that strength in me. It's a big question mark. You know, I come out swinging, get a good start, put myself in a good position, and try to sprint away. So I think that's the plan, and this track is going to favor us with the hard pack dirt. So I think we have a good chance. You know, it might not seem like it right now to a lot of people, and people can think or say what they want about this team, but I think we have a good chance to be up there.
It's interesting because Erne is one far end of the spectrum. It's French hard pack. it's better than probably ending up at Lommel, Belgium, if I'm being brutally honest here. It's still an interesting one because, again, I'm really excited to see how this plays out because of the camaraderie side. France is probably the favorite this year. It's in their home country. They have an excellent team. France has won quite a bit in the last decade or so, and they've also won with some oddball teams, but they have really good, I think, planning and team camaraderie. So I think that it's proof that, hey, if we could just judge a race by what's on paper, we wouldn't freaking run it.
Yeah, and I mean, I heard there's a chance that we might not even send a team, and I think that's.
I talked about it here last week. I said I personally would not show my face in Europe if we didn't show a team for years. I'm just so excited you guys are going. Not sending a team to me would have been the worst thing ever.
Yeah, and especially coming off what we did last year, incredible performance by those guys, and. Yeah, we got some big shoes to fill. We're going to be the ones that everyone's watching and everyone's counting on, especially back here in the States. So I will be riding with a chip on my shoulder and something to prove. You know, I have a lot to prove with being off all summer, and my results in Supercross weren't the best, but I believe I have a lot more left in the tank, and this is an opportunity for me to show it.
Last one for you. Are you antsy to get over there early, especially where, I mean, you don't have to race these last SMX races. You can pack up and get over there early. I know Roger's on the podium. You guys still have to actually come up with that riding schedule plan, looks like. But if it's up to you personally, are you fine just riding here, or do you want to get over there as early as possible?
If the track was more of if it was a Lommel, I would say go over there early. But now that it's more of a hard-packed track, you know what to look forward to. You've seen how it was last time they were there. You know what to expect. So I think we are going to be over here a little bit longer, do some riding motos, get some solid motos in here, and then probably the week before head over there. So, I got to come up with that plan. This all came together literally Tuesday, I was told. So I'm excited. Whatever happens, I'm going to be on board and be, all about helping this team and try to bring home that I think it's Chamberlain trophy.
Yep,
so
Chamberlain.
Try to bring home that trophy for US.
Well, you're not in your Team USA shirt, but again, I don't think anybody needs that to know that you're going for the red, wine, blue. It's got to be a weird situation for you a little bit. I mean, you've basically been on the team since the first version of the list I ever heard came out. So you've known you've been going, just been kind of waiting for everything to come together. When did you finally find out? I think St. Chris probably Tuesday, Wednesday, finally figured out we're going and who you guys teammates?
Yeah, for sure. It was pretty quickly, put together, but no, I'm glad because, like you said, I've been on the team for a while now, and I've known that, but I just didn't know who my teammates were going to be, and I'm stoked at these two because we have really, really good chemistry, me, RJ, and Christian. We train together, we ride together, and I think it's just going to be a really, really good time, and I think it's going to reflect in our riding too.
I'm excited because USA a lot of times in the past has won by, legitimately us sending an amazing three-man team. There's been a few countries over the years that have won with not always the A team on paper, but they've won with teams that have a chip on their shoulder, have something to prove, and they have chemistry. Even France during their runs, they've had some weak teams in a sense, like had to get some B guys in there, but they've done a really good job with their chemistry, with their team planning, and they do well. The three of you guys all ride and train together. There's no foreignness. You guys have been in the same trucks together, so that's definitely a big positive coming into it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like I said, it's just going to be a fun time. We all get along. It's not like we butt heads at any time. We're all boys. We all have fun together. And like you said, a lot of teams over the years have won. Just in the fact that they're consistent, and we don't need to be, we don't need to light the world on fire. All we need is, 3 good starts from all 3 of us. We need to stay off the ground, and then, just ride our best. And I think if we ride our best, we're gonna be good. I think so.
So I would say in years past, there's a lot of pressure on Team USA rider to go, kind of from the fact that not only do we have the expectation of winning, there's almost that expectation that you have to win your individuals, bad things come from it. It sounds like you guys have a good mindset of you're a racer. I know you're going to try to win. That's why we all line up. But it sounds like you guys definitely have a mindset of like, okay, we know it's a team job. There's a little more to it than personal glory. If I need to chill in a third place because I know I'm going to put a solid score on the board, it sounds like at least you yourself are fairly aware of that.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like I said, it's you don't have to win every single time, but you do need to get up front and just be consistent with laps. And who knows, you could get the whole shot and pull away and win, or you could be coming from the back, but every time you're coming from the back, you just need to get that next guy. That next guy is one more point. So, I think we're going to be really, really good. I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. And I'm ready to go overseas for the first time, so it's going to be different.
Well, I'm stoked for you personally from a redemption arc. We've all seen you come very close to big moments this year on 450, so to see you get to go to Destination, somebody that clearly wants it, clearly deserves it. I'm very excited to have you representing the red, white, and blue, and you get to run the number one. I was at Decal Works yesterday where they're printing the graphics. The number one errands are laid out on the table. It looks good.
Dude, hey, it's only, it's destiny. A lot of people have asked me, do I wish I was in the open class because I'd run number 3 and the Dale stuff.
Praise hell, praise hell.
Yeah, man, but honestly, no, like
it's everybody's dream. You in a sense, Captain America.
Dude, the number one.
Number one, it's red, white, and blue.
Yeah. You don't always get the opportunity to run number one at when you race for America. So it's I don't even know. I'm speechless when it comes to talking about the number because it's man, it's honestly an honor. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about it because I'm excited. I'm ready to get on the bike, put that number one on there, get behind the gate, and show the world what we got.
Well, I'm stoked, especially. Stoked Christian's going, but you and RJ particularly, I know you two are people that will literally do anything possible for Team USA. So, again, very excited you're going. You're so well-deserving. Kick some ass, man.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. And let's do it for the USA, baby.
Woo! Congratulations. We are going. Thank God we're going.
Yeah.
And I told us even AP, I think red, white, and blue, I think if people are willing to put it on the line, you and Aaron are definitely extremely high on that list. So congratulations on being selected finally, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I think it's more, it goes to show on where our company is also, where our team's at. Like, yeah, huge thanks to us for stepping up, but also our bosses. Like,
yeah.
If it wasn't for Austria or our manufacturers, supporting it, we wouldn't be going. So, yeah, big thanks to them for supporting it.
I'm not digging ditches to dig ditches, but I'll be honest, there's 2 OEMs that won't send their guys right now. It sucks. I get it. There's a lot of politics involved with this. I hope it changes for the future. I really believe Pelletier and the guys are trying, and I think it will get there. But in the meantime, super appreciative, yes, of the whole KTM group for, yes, an whole group. The guys you train together, ride together in the week, I'm really stoked on that from a team camaraderie standpoint. Because at times I think that's like Team France, Belgium, a few of them do a really good job against us on that of having a really well put together program with guys that ride together and train together.
Yeah. We spend, probably 4 or 5 days a week together. We get it, we understand. Just know you're going to get our best. From all 3 of us. Like we want to be there. We're not going to half-ass it. We're going to still be riding, training. Extra couple of weeks ain't going to change much. I'm excited though, bringing the whole family also, so it makes it a bit better.
I am a little bummed you're going on the 250 just because I want to see you race the 450.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I was stoked, sick, get to go race 450, but I got the call. Same time you guys pretty much found out is, you're back on 250, but look, hey, get to go race. I also don't have to stress about, coming up with a 450 setting and, a couple days on the bike. So I know what my bike's going to do. I'm confident in it and excited to go over there.
So I was talking to AP about this. How do you feel about actually, what's expected of you? I think in the past, Team USA has a lot of pressure on us because a lot of times we send an gnarly team, it's kind of like not only are we expected to win, it's like the guys are really expected to perform at such high level individual motos where it is a team event. At the end of the day, like, I'm not saying you ride around, but hey, like sometimes a third's really good on the board. So for you personally, Do you feel like that expectation is to win, or are you pretty aware of like, no, we have a plan. We got to just put stuff on the board and be consistent?
Yeah, I mean, for myself, I mean, I'm going there to win MX2. Like, I want to be the top MX2 guy. So wherever that's at, great. I'm do as best I can. You know, our starts aren't going to be great no matter what. So just try to focus on that, be in the best spot I can. I've kind of came through the pack all year long, so
you got plenty of practice.
Yeah, it shouldn't be much different.
Renee, how do you feel about racing Renee from what you've watched from before? I mean, it's a very typical French track. It is very hard pack. Yeah,
hard pack, ruddy. Like I said, I'm excited. I think there's more emotions coming into the race. They'll get a little bit more spiced up.
Nice. What are you feeling for one to go over and prep? I know they said they're still working on the game plan. Sounds like you guys should know here after the weekend, but are you comfortable just let's do our thing here, or do you kind of want to get there early and try something similar?
Nah, I think we're just, I mean, it's been so last minute. Stick with what we got here and then show up, ride Saturday, and go racing Sunday. That's the plan.
Hey, and do we bring outdoor suspension? Because I rode somebody's Supercross bike this week for a test at Club on the outdoor track.
Yeah.
That shit's miserable. No. I don't know why you guys do that.
Yeah, it is. But I'm going to run Supercross suspension again.
Ooh.
I like to make it tough on myself.
Hey, at least we go into it just being like, yeah, I can deal with this. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you got to be tough. Come on.
Got to be tough. How are you feeling? Red plate, you and Joe sharing it. It's nice to see the red plate on the 238 again this year. Is you feeling good this week?
Yeah, it's definitely a dream come true to have the red plate twice in your rookie season. So it's a big step for me. And, I mean, I got it this time. I know I can win. I've proved I can win, so there's no reason why I should lose this red plate. I deserve. I know the work I put in. I feel like I deserve to keep it. So the goal is to go out there and keep the red plate for these next two. Hopefully, go get the dub this week.
So what did you guys do this week? Did you guys run like one day of Supercross, ride one day of outdoors? Did you try a hybrid or kind of what you do?
Yeah, we just rode an outdoor track. Since this one's more open like that and high speed, we just got on outdoors. And, I mean, honestly, it's kind of hard to, make a mixture because I feel like we know how to ride a dirt bike track as good as we can. So hopping on something like this, it's nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I like it. It kind of reminds me, I mean, some guys get so picky, it reminds me more of the RC era of like, hey, I know my dirt bike. I know how to ride it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Last one for you, 238. We're coming to the close of the rookie season. We still got to wait these last couple rounds, but I mean, you're in line to have career number 38 next year?
Yeah, I think that's the path we're gonna have to go down is to 38. That's kind of what I'm branded around. So 38, and 38's a super cool number that I've grew up with. So, and my dad 38. And we're gonna definitely, if we can get a career number, it's gonna be 38.
Hey, it's a clean stepping stone. We go 238, we go to 38, we get a 1 the year after. It's progress, man. It's progress.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 38's cool, but 1 looks a lot better on a dirt bike.
It always does.
We're gonna keep working towards that.
So Shane, coming out last weekend, a lot of guys were up and down what to do with their bike.
Yeah.
It's a lot more outdoorsy looking even this weekend. Did we ride outdoors on Supercross suspension this week? Did we bring a set of outdoor suspension? Where are we at? What's the game plan?
Actually, I rode outdoors all week this week.
Okay.
So I didn't have my Supercross shock this week. We're making some changes to it. So I actually didn't get to ride any Supercross this week, and I rode outdoors on my outdoor stuff and further developed that. So I'm excited about that. I got here, I brought Supercross and outdoor stuff. Everybody was like, dude, it's looking way more outdoorsy than last weekend. Like, there's no rhythm section, so it's like for sure outdoor suspension. So put that stuff on. I've been on it all week and just feeling good this week. I got to put in a full week of training, and I had a pinched nerve in my neck that I really didn't get to do anything since Ironman. So last weekend was pretty tough, but this weekend I'm a lot more prepared.
What is it like when you ride outdoor stuff and you have, let's say, you have a track that has 1 or 2 Supercross sections on it? What's the mentality going into it? What do you do different than when you ride normal Supercross to make it work, to not G out? Like, kind of what goes through your head?
So this week, everybody else was riding Supercross, and I actually tried to do a lap on my outdoor stuff, and I hit a little double, and then I went and did a table single, and dude, I straight bottom, like my forks bounced off the bottom on the face of it. So it's like, well, I guess I'm just gonna be on outdoors then. So it's really tough. Like how steep and quick the jump faces are on Supercross. That's really the biggest thing, is like the outdoor bikes are set up for forward momentum and going through the braking bumps and kind of a comfortable ride, whereas the Supercross stuff is built strictly for holding up under those loads. And you can't I guess that setup only goes one way. You can kind of ride Supercross stuff on outdoors, but you can't ride outdoor stuff on Supercross. So hopefully we hit it this weekend.
Jeremy Coker, team manager for Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing, the 450 squad. What's it been like getting into SMX so far and trying to figure out basically what to do with the guys' bike setups? We all saw last weekend's track. We're here in Chicago. It definitely looks a little more outdoorsy. What was your guys' game plan this week?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit tricky. Obviously, if there's ever even just one rhythm lane, you're stuck with Supercross suspension. So like last week, which is 100% Supercross suspension, maybe even a touch stiffer because of the high speed. But if there's a rhythm lane, you're stuck on Supercross suspension. This week definitely threw a curveball. When we noticed it was full motocross, it's just go back to a full motocross bike. There's no rhythm lanes, there's no roofs, there's nothing like that. And I think, again, next week goes back to Supercross, and it's switched back to Supercross. So it's kind of a back-and-forth game, but we'll play it.
How much work is it? Because I'm sure for the standard Joe Blow, they think, okay, they have an outdoor set of suspension, they throw it on, but some guys do run some different chassis components even. So are you trying to split the difference, or is it, okay, they know an outdoor bike, just give them everything back that was their outdoor bike?
Yeah, it's just 100% back to an outdoor bike.
Yeah. Isn't it also kind of funny? It's hard to go, I feel like it's hard to get away with motocross suspension. Like I said, as soon as there's a rhythm lane, you're hosed. You can kind of get away with riding Supercross stuff in outdoors. It's just miserable.
Correct. And that is true. You can do opposite. You can get away with the opposite Supercross and motocross, but motocross and Supercross, no way. So yeah, it's definitely you can get away with it, but you're getting beat up.
Yeah, it's like the guys, if they run their Supercross stuff outdoors, it rattles their teeth, it hurts the wrist, but it's survivable.
You can
outdoors suspension, all it takes is one wrong move in a rhythm lane, and you're done.
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet. So have you guys enjoyed the challenge, or has it been a little stressful?
Yeah, we always enjoy challenges. That's something we thrive on and look forward to. It's tough work, but challenges are a good thing for us.
So coming back to Star, you're going to be training at the facility. You still got Austin over here. What the heck is he doing? Is he moral support now? I mean, do you need a practice mechanic anymore?
He's still my practice guy. We weren't too sure, obviously, coming from KTM to here, our deal was till October 1st, and I think you'll be seeing him in blue a lot next year, so I'll just leave it at that.
That's good. I was teasing him earlier. It's funny that him and Duff are living together again. It's like a total flashback for him.
Team Iowa, baby. Team Iowa.
He's having flashbacks. You're having flashbacks. This is just home. But, man, coming in this, did we bring Supercross suspension? Did we bring outdoors? Did we bring a little of everything?
Full outdoor. I think we saw last weekend, besides the one rhythm, it was definitely more outdoorsy. So, yeah, I rode outdoors all week, got our outdoor suspension, and obviously we'll make adjustments as we go, but I think it was good. Either way, the last weekend was not Supercross, and that's really all I've been riding. So I think it was good to get those higher speeds this week and feeling a lot more comfortable and kind of know what to expect this weekend.
So last one I'll leave you with, I was kind of joking with a few guys about this already, is when you're trying to make that decision between, man, do I race Supercross out suspension, do I race outdoor suspension? I rode a Supercross bike this week at club. I wasn't supposed to, and I felt your guys' misery. I rode an outdoor track and remembered how bad it really is. It's kind of funny, though. You can ride Supercross stuff in outdoors. It's miserable. You kind of can't do it the other way. Outdoor stuff just tries to kill you on a Supercross track.
Yeah, it is funny. We did the same, just kind of get a feel, and you quickly realize how stiff you have to go for Supercross. So, yeah, but then you don't want to, like you said, be a meme and go endo over the first jump when you have outdoor suspension trying to hit Supercross. So it's tough. I think that's obviously what they're trying to do on these to kind of stump us. And but yeah, this one I think is for sure more outdoorsy, and we'll probably be back on Supercross next week. But for the time being, we're sticking with motocross.
Like I was looking at last week's rhythm lane, you could have gone on outdoor stuff. You probably could have got the 3 on off, maybe 3. But that wall, that single that you got, the table that was super steep, you guys had to hit depending on what rhythm you got in. That's death.
For sure. It's crazy the difference. But, yeah, like I said, it was a little challenging, a little tricky last weekend, a lot of high speed, not one bull turn, a lot of flat turns. So, but then you needed hold up for the rhythm. So it was tough. Not what I think I was expecting. I don't think any of us were expecting, but it's all good.
Cool. We're all learning in SuperMotocross, right?
Yeah, all learning.
Sweet. Have a good one.